First on 6 at 5, a man is shot and killed with his own gun after confronting a burglar outside his neighbor's home.
It happened near 46th and Granite earlier today. News on 6 reporter Tara William has more on our top story. Tara?
Craig and Lori, two unusual situations happened in the Kendallwood Townhomes neighborhood this morning, one involving a car crash, the other Tulsa's 51st homicide. Just before 6 Monday morning, a truck crashed through a fence, went airborne, and smashed through a brick wall.
I heard a couple of, sounded like either thunder or explosions.
But that's not all Kay DeWitt heard. Just after 10, she heard her neighbor's blaring alarm.
And I came back to the front window and saw my neighbor next door, Mark, was out walking around. And so I came out, and he had a cell phone, and then I realized a little later he was carrying a gun. So I thought maybe I wanted to go back in the house, not because of him, but just because if there was going to be any trouble.
Police say the trouble was a burglary. The victim heard the burglar alarm, called his next-door neighbor to let her know, and confronted the burglar with his own gun in hand.
These two guys, they were over there by the road. The guy with the gun was trying to back the guy up, try to get him out. And then next thing I know, they run in, and then I hear gunshots. Then the little guy, he runs out, drops the gun, and then runs behind the fence.
There was a physical altercation where the suspect took the victim's gun, ended up shooting the victim.
The victim is 53-year-old Mark Miller. The suspect, 41-year-old Joe Nevels, fled through the hole in the fence caused by the earlier crash. That's when police caught up with him. Nevels resisted arrest, and Tulsa Police were forced to tase him. He was arrested and taken to St. Francis for treatment for cuts to his neck. On the other side of the fence, neighbors are dealing with the shocking death of a neighbor who only had good intentions.
We all moved here because it's such a quiet neighborhood and everything, you know, and everybody watches out for everybody. But
Nevels will be taken to Tulsa County Jail after he is released from the hospital. Coming up tonight on the News on 6, Lori Fulbright spoke with friends of Mark Miller, how they remember him at 9 and 10. Tara Vreeland, News on 6.
Just moments.